The title of this mini podcast is Resisting Reality Drowns Your Dreams. A long time ago, the Grasshopper said something to me that stuck. Dreams can never come true from a position of resistance. I didn't fully get it at the time. I do now. Resistance, it binds you, and it blinds you. It's like being tied up and blindfolded at the same time. You can't move forward, and you can't even see where forward is. Meanwhile, other people, they're out there finding blue sky. If you've ever felt stuck, like something's holding you back but you can't seem to name it, that's resistance, and it's worth taking a hard look at. So here's a simple question. What am I resisting? Now this might sound like a bit of a detour, but stick with me. I remember one of those classic Hollywood love triangles. You know the kind, famous actress, famous actor, another famous actress, messy, public, everywhere. At one point, the ex-wife called it uncool that the other woman was openly talking about her attraction to her husband while they were still married. And look, agree or disagree with her, that's not really the point. What people were watching in real time was resistance. You could feel it. She was still emotionally tied to what used to be. And as long as she stayed there, she was stuck, bound to her past, unable to fully move forward. And yeah, I know I just went a little Hollywood on you, but you've seen it, maybe you've felt it. The good news? She eventually let go. She found her own piece of blue sky again. There's a reason Carl Jung said, "What you resist persists." Resistance drags on you. It slows everything down. Let me bring this closer to home. What is it that you've wanted for such a long time, but just can't seem to get? You see other people getting there, and honestly, they're not more talented than you, not more deserving than you. So what's the difference? There are a lot of possible answers, but here's mine. At some point, they let go of something, so they could move towards something else. They gave up resistance, because resistance lives in your mind, but you feel it in your body. It shows up as tension, tightness, hesitation. It quietly puts the brakes on your get up and go. And the thing is, it doesn't just affect the areas where you're struggling. It leaks into everything, even the things you're great at. Now here's the point that's a little uncomfortable, but true. We all resist different things, but ultimately we're all resisting the same thing. What is? Reality. What's already happened. And think about that for a second. Resisting what's already happened? How's that ever going to work? It's like trying to argue with a tornado after it's left town. But we do it anyway. Somewhere in the back of our minds is this little warped idea. If I push against this hard enough, maybe it won't be real. Meanwhile, all that resistance is doing one thing. Delaying you. Keeping fulfillment just out of reach. Because here's the unvarnished truth. Resistance and peace can't occupy the same space. And without peace, any forward movement feels clunky, forced, herky-jerky. But when peace shows up, resistance starts to dissolve. Not all at once, but it loosens, it softens, it lets go. And that kind of peace, it's not about everything being perfect out there. It's about what's going on in here. A peaceful mind doesn't fight reality. It works with it. And from that place, that's where your best thoughts come from. That's where momentum comes from. That's where things finally start to flow. Which is probably why the message shows up so simply and so powerfully in a song by the Beatles. Let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. All the best, John.